Good morning and welcome to another day of I'll Be in the Barn. I see I have a halo right above me today. I must be your saving angel. No. Anyhow, today is a day we're going to start pulling the interior out of the old Bronco 2. Yesterday we sat it down on the frame. I got a few modifications I got to do to the firewall in order to get it past the valve covers on that 302. And to get this body to slide forward about 1.5 inches to go on the body mounts. So, like I said, today we're going to start removing the interior. I'm not going to bother everybody with step by step. I think I'm going to put this on a time lapse and let it go, and you'll see the driver's side seat, passenger side seat, rear bench seat pop out of here, and then you'll see the carpet gone. So that's what I'm doing today. I actually took the tires off of the Bronco 2 frame that this Bronco body was sitting on because they're in good shape. Unfortunately, somebody had put 1.25 inch aluminum spacers on it, so they were the same size wheels as the F150. So, got those all bolted on. Now I got good tires. Now I can sell that other body over there with the engine that runs, transmission, transfer case, all that stuff's good. 4-wheel drive works. Somebody had themselves a toy. So, alright. I know I'm talking behind the camera, right? So you're looking at these seats listening to me saying, what a dummy. Anyhow, like I said, I'm going to put this on time lapse and then here we're going to go. Okay, so we got the interior out of the inside here, all except for the back seats because I didn't want to pull the seat belts and all that. And the floor underneath the back seats are good. Now I can see to get to my body bolts, which is here, there, right in front of that seat, there and there, and then 2 more up there in the front. And when I get this carpet out, I can see that the floor in here is a lot worse than I thought it was. I'm going to have to replace all the floor here on the driver's side. It is just a mess. Here's my rubber drain plug that's supposed to go over my body bolt. And the body bolt I cut out from the front there that Kevin said I need to cut out. Apparently I didn't, because there's an access right here. And on both sides there's an access to it. I'm going to have to get different ones. These ones are just rusted to poop here. So, and this floor, the whole driver's side up to the passenger seat in the back is just rotted out. So I'm going to have to replace all that. And now that I got this out, I can go ahead and cut that firewall up there too. So we're going to have quite an experience ahead of us here. I didn't think that this old 85 would have a computer in it, but apparently it does. So I need to find out if I need that or not, because if I don't, I'll sell it with the other body so that they can start that engine. Of course, there's probably somebody smarter than me knows how to bypass all that stuff, like my wife Gina over there, who's doing all the sweeping. So she helped me get the interior out here. I really appreciate her help. So that's what we got done today. We're just gonna finish cleaning her up. Good morning, welcome to another day of I'll Be in the Barn. It's good to see y'all. You see some of my latest videos, which will probably be a month ago by the time you see this video, or longer. I don't remember where I messed up my memory card and we skipped a bunch of stuff. But anyhow, today I'm just going to be cutting out the firewall. Seen, or it might be on this video, I don't know. Pulled out the interior. The floor's in really bad shape. I got that old F150 pickup bed out there. I'm going to use the bed of that to fix the floor in this. But I need to cut out the firewall in this so that it'll fit behind the 302 we're putting in here. And also, we're going to have to lift the front end a little bit. So we're going to have to extend the pockets or the eyes where the TTB bolts on to the bottom of this thing, and then we're going to have to cut our shock towers, our spring buckets off and lower them down in order to bring the front end up. So, but first thing we're going to do, like I said, we're going to get the firewall cut off. I don't remember if I showed you guys where I marked it. So this is about where we're gonna go. You see that yellow line on there, maybe orange line, colorblind, going right across here. It's gonna go from here up, over, across, down, around, and then a little bit on the other side, right underneath the ventilation. So that's what I'm going to work on today. Football game on in a little while, so I am not going to go too far with it unless the wife calls me and says we're going to church this morning. We were supposed to go see her son down in Detroit, but she didn't like the nasty weather, so she changed our mind. And so I'd rather stay up here in God's country anyhow. All right, so let's get at it. I'll get my grinder and we'll start cutting. Okay, as you can see, I got it cut out on both sides. You can see if I can get this in the right place. Get my grinder over here. We're connected to the same cord. You can see through the hole right there. Whoop, wrong direction. That thing's sticking down right there is my gas pedal. I didn't cut it off, so that's a good thing. So I got to figure out, I got to do something with that to bend it or something so I'll still be able to push the gas. Unless I don't go over maybe 1 or 2 miles an hour, go idle speed. Alright, got that cut out. I'm going to pick this front end up, pull the boards out, see if this is going to actually sit down where it's supposed to. Alright, I'm going to start lowering it down, see where we end up. I'm probably going to have to jack up the back, shove it forward a little bit, but let's see how far we get going this way first. Looks like it's going to be pretty close. Looks to me like more firewall's going to have to come out. I don't like that. Alright, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I still gotta go ahead about 2 inches. And don't look like that's going to happen. Just about lined up over the body mounts as far as side to side. Looks like I may have to take off some of my heat ducting and move things over there. May have to replace the whole darn thing. Is that, if I come down any further, still going to hit my valve cover. That's definitely going to have to be cut off for pick it back up, put down blocks. Man, I really thought that was gonna be it. Might have to cut this all the way up here. And the floor's rotted out inside anyway. That's gonna have to be cut back. Apparently there's a heat shrink up here. You take that off so I don't cut it again, then I can adjust what size it is. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go clear up over where this nice ventilation and mouse nest is. Oh yeah, plug it in there. So, well, let me think about it, do some marking, think about where I'm cutting. Okay, you saw before, I believe, that we took off the condenser for the air conditioning. I'm going to go ahead and take off the blower motor and remove all those wires that we got there that go to the brain, because I don't think we're using this brain anyway. So I might just take that brain out and put it with the other motor, so that if I sell it to somebody, they can have all the stuff they need to get it running again. Get the wires out of the way. Oh, thank you, Kevin, for tying all that up. Easy. So I guess I will do. So I just take that off. Probably gonna end up taking the dash out. Who knows? I'm sure one of you people know, but I don't know. I'm learning as I go. As you can see, the brain for this Bronco's over there on the passenger side. I'm gonna see, I got big holes cut in it. The floor's rotted out. My brother-in-law did body work for, I don't know, 35, 40 years. Till he had open heart surgery. But he would tell me to junk it, throw it away, buy a Chevy. But hey, I got it cheap. I'm not a brand name guy, even though I do like Made in America. That's the brand I like, as I spent 20 years in the military. So, half of these cars are made somewhere else anyway. So, anyways, let's get off of that. Let's get in here and start tearing this whole darn thing apart. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the dash off, or not the dash. I'm gonna pull the glove box, that piece that's next to the glove box. Hopefully, I can get the heating and cooling system out of the vehicle. Good morning and welcome to another day in the barn. I went through a whole spiel about an hour ago or so before I took the heater out of the truck about putting it on time lapse. Apparently everything was on time lapse, so the whole spiel I went through. You guys could have just time lapsed right through it, but I edited it out. Anyhow, so I got that out. I can see where I need to cut more of the firewall out. We'll cut a little bit more out on this driver's side and lower it down. And I'm trying to see if I put about a 2-inch, 3.5-inch lift on it, if I can get away with that. Hopefully I will. I don't want to go any higher than that. So you already got your body mounts on there, already about 1.5 inches on the front. So another 1.5 inches would do me, or 2-inch. I got a couple extra pieces laying around here. This is about 1.75 inches, I believe, or 1.5 inches. So I'm going to cut that little bit of firewall out. See if I can set this on there and see if it reaches. Alright, let's get to her. Which by getting to her, you're going to see something before I cut this firewall out, more than likely. And then we'll get to the firewall. Before I get started cutting, I'm going to pull out that boot right there where the steering column comes through, and probably the brake booster also, because I'm probably going to end up using the brake booster off the F150. I got the brake booster loose. I got the boot for the steering column loose. Brake booster's off. Okay, I got that stuff removed up there. Now I'm going to start cutting some straight lines in this front end, cut this firewall out. Alright, I got it cut out now. Down with it, not too fast. Stop right there for a minute. Alright, well, that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to put the blocks back in here, and I'm going to go in and eat some supper, and we'll get at her another day. I can get this up high enough. Should be able to. Yeah. Whew. Right about there. Looks good. All right. I'll set her down gently. Well, whoever that guy was that says you can't put a 5.0 out of a F150 in a Bronco 2 might be pretty close to right, but I'm going to make it fit. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Till next time, when I'll be in the barn.